This August, I made a point to meet with and hear from Missourians across the state. These conversations are always valuable in my work here in Washington and certainly influence the decisions and the votes cast right here on this Senate floor. I was proud to host a roundtable with industry leaders in geospatial technologies and unveil my plan to attract more talent to St. Louis and transform the Gateway City into the defense tech capital of the United States. Our roundtable included representatives from a wide array of companies, universities, geospatial agencies, among them NGA, TGI, Scale AI, and many others. Geospatial technologies are critical to so many different industries, both civilian and military. Their application to defense technologies and GPS mapping cannot be overstated. St. Louis is already home to the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, which is building a new campus and working to revitalize North St. Louis. Private investment through the Taylor Geospatial Institute and other private and public geospatial and artificial intelligence assets. There's no reason St. Louis can't become the defense tech hub of our country, and that's why I'm working to continue accomplishing that exact goal. I was in Jefferson City to hear directly from advocates of those living with disabilities, stakeholders, including the Missouri Developmental Disabilities Council, the Special Olympics Missouri, and many other groups and individuals on how we as lawmakers can better advocate for those with disabilities here in Washington. This community has played an important role in my life over the years. I ran for office to help people like my son Stephen, who has special needs. I earned political office to improve the lives of Missourians and our state, and that especially includes our most vulnerable citizens, whom I'll never stop fighting for here in the United States Senate. I also visited and toured Rankin Jordan Pediatric Bridge Hospital and their state-of-the-art facility, discussing all the advancements they are making in care services for children in the broader St. Louis community. This incredible facility is accomplishing great things for children and their families as they make the transition from the hospital to their homes. I also spoke with the Sustainable Ozarks Partnership in Waynesville, Missouri, on the incredible work they do at Fort Leonard Wood and the surrounding community, and not just for Missouri in that regard, but for our country. Home to over 5,000 active military members, many of whom collectively train nearly 80,000 service members and civilians each year, Fort Leonard Wood is a proud military community that is absolutely vital to our nation's military training, architecture, and our national security. It's because of these brave warriors that we remain a bright, shining beacon to the world of freedom, and we can live and thrive in the greatest country there ever was. In places like Fort Leonard Wood, which have served as a critical role in training the next generation of American soldiers as they confront newer threats and never-ending threats abroad. Among those, the Chinese Communist Party, North Korea, and Iran. Because without strong leadership here at home, these hostile regimes will continue to undermine and test America's limits, making all of us less safe. It's incumbent upon those here today that we continue the important work of ensuring that our soldiers have the support and resources necessary to continue keeping America safe. Summer wouldn't be the same without the Missouri State Fair, a great opportunity to meet with and listen to Missourians from across our state. There was truly a lot of fun and food at Sedalia. That's sort of, I get asked that question, what's your favorite thing about the State Fair? It's got to be the food. From the Cattleman's Beef House to the Pork Palace, and everywhere in between that has things like fried Oreos and everything else you can imagine that's fried. We were also proud to host our inaugural Pork Steaks and Policy at the State Fair. Safe to say it was a success. A lot of food was eaten, but more importantly, we had a lot of great conversations, hearing directly from farmers and ranchers across Missouri on how I can continue to advocate for them here in the Senate. Of course, there was also some fun moments from August, including visiting with Coach Eli Drinkwitz, the head football coach at Mizzou, the number 6th ranked Mizzou Tigers, and the campus's new athletic director, Laird Veach, in touring their new facilities. Lastly, I was proud to join a group of bipartisan senators on a congressional delegation to Asia, specifically Japan and South Korea, to better understand how the United States can continue to work with our partners in the Indo-Pacific, particularly as China continues to become an increasing threat to those countries and our country. Meeting with leaders in Japan and South Korea gave us all a frontline view of what's needed in the region and how the United States, and especially Missouri, can continue to be a strong ally in the Indo-Pacific. When I asked Missourians for their vote not even 2 years ago, I promised that I would fight for them. The most important part of my job will always be serving the people of my state. It was great to be back home in August, and I look forward to taking those conversations I had with Missourians and addressing their concerns right here in Washington. Thank you, Madam President. I yield back.